Kings of ice. Most birds can fly. There are some birds which have wings but cannot fly. One of these birds is a penguin. Penguins live in one of the coldest places in the world, the Antarctic, a land full of ice and snow. Freezing winds blow there almost all the time, and the sun comes out only for a small part of the year. There are many kinds of penguins. This one is a baby emperor penguin. Emperor penguins grow up to be the largest of penguins. The fully grown emperor is about 4 feet tall, or a little more than a meter, about as tall as you might be. A penguin's long body has a shape which helps it live in the cold. Penguins have a thick layer of very light feathers called down and a thick layer of skin called blubber. The down and blubber keeps the body heat in and the cold air out. Emperor penguins have short wings that help them dive deep into the sea and catch large fish. They are great swimmers and can swim 10 to 15 kilometers an hour. Emperor penguins care for their young ones in a strange and wonderful way. Both parents look after the egg long after it hatches. The father penguin looks after it first and for the longest time. It happens like this. The he penguins and she penguins get into groups when they are ready to have their young. As soon as the mother penguin in each pair lays an egg, she rolls it as quickly and as carefully as possible to the top of the father penguin's feet. She has to work very hard and very fast, otherwise the egg will freeze in the ice and the chick inside it may die. The mother penguin is now tired and hungry and swims out into the sea to feed. Meanwhile, the father penguins get into a huddle to keep the eggs safe from the freezing wind. They balance the eggs on their feet very carefully. They have a thick fold of skin hanging from their middle, which folds around the egg. When they are in a huddle, emperor penguins sometimes take turns standing in the middle while the others stand around to keep the eggs warm. It is a long wait, about 64 days before the egg hatches, and the father penguin has to stand in this way, holding the egg and waiting patiently. While this happens, the penguin cannot move or eat. People who have watched and studied emperor penguins have found that if you add the days from the start, before the egg is placed on the father's feet, it is about 115 days of not eating. So he loses a lot of weight and becomes very thin. The mothers return from the sea when the eggs hatch, or just a few days later, and somehow know this has happened. The egg cracks and the chick pokes its head out. It may be 2 or 3 days before the chick comes out of the egg. If the chick hatches before the mothers return, the father feeds the chick with curd-like food from its body. The chick stays with its father for a while until it is able to bear the freezing cold. The mother penguins now take over. They feed and care for the baby chicks. They give them the food they have stored in their stomachs. It is now time for the fathers to eat. They have to move a long way over the ice and snow, sometimes about 100 kilometers, to look for food. When they return, the chicks are older, and now both parents look after their chicks. When they are about 45 days old, the chicks get together in a group called a crash and huddle together to keep warm. As they do this, both parents move out to the sea and return every now and then to feed their chicks. Some crashes have many thousands of baby birds huddling together. Because they do this, they can live through the freezing temperatures around them. A day comes when the chicks are ready to move and swim by themselves in the sea.